Alright guys, we are going to go ahead and get the show on the road. Welcome back to another video right here on my Twitch live stream channel, DZPalomino. If you guys watch me on Twitch, this is pretty much the early access. And I just dropped my mic right now. Before it becomes available as a rerun on my YouTube channel. If you guys watch me on YouTube, welcome to the rerun, where we are getting back with playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And this will be playlist episode number 11. We've come a long way, folks. Alright, for this particular episode, folks, we are going to be getting back to the event, Dragon Chaser. Alrighty, folks, don your armor. It's time to find some dragons in our Dragon Chaser event. Collect dragons in any stage, and inside mystery boxes to earn great rewards. The chase is on. No, not that chase. With that being said, folks, if you guys want to support, you can support at the bottom of your screen, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, or if you guys don't have the space to support at the moment, you can utilize the sponsor at the top of the screen, which is the Ember. You can download it as an app on your smartphone, and you have the invitation code available. If you guys watching the rerun, invitation code is also available in the description box, where we could be virtual Bitcoin mining business partners, my Satoshi, my Bitcoin, 24/7, 365, play, win, and earn. Alrighty, folks. Now, for any of you those that are watching this particular video for the very first time, those who happen to be watching in the middle of the playlist, no worries. Each episode is unique, and if you want to be up to date with all the episodes, playlist link is also available in the description box down below. With that being said, folks, let's go ahead and jump right into it and stop talking and play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? A Dragon Chaser. Now, we will be with the events, we will be tackling every location for every attempt that we play at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and we will be starting off by returning to London. Let's go. Alrighty, folks, for the very first question for $500 is: in the theater, what are the painted cloths in the background called? Lechery, scenery, distillery, nunnery. Scenery. Alright, 1,000 bucks. Which of these was the civilization indigenous to Mexico? Aslan, Aspen, Azimuth, Aztec. The next question for $2,000 is, colloquially speaking, where do you nip something in order to stop it developing? In the flower, at the branch, in the bud, at the root. No. At the root was actually the incorrect answer. Interesting. And I actually had high confidence in this one. Wow. Whew. Well, you guys know how I try to play this game. I try to play it as close as possible to how you see it on TV, but it's early, and I really want to use the one lifeline that I have available, not pertaining to the 4. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it totally spoils the experience if I go 50-50, and then I could just narrow it down. I like to think in the flower, but I'm gonna 50-50 it. No, and that was incorrect too. Yeah. C, in the bud. It's too early for that. And I already used 2 lifelines. Next question for 3,000 bucks is: what does a max cat lacks that other cats possess? Claws, tail, eyes, whiskers. Lack. Wow, this is actually not my department of knowledge. Well, I hate to say this, folks. I'm going to use my next lifeline. I'm going to swap the question. For the swapped question for $3,000, what is the name of the clown on The Simpsons? Krusty. Interesting. The other opponent got it incorrect. Alright. Folks, we got ourselves a micro win at 3,000 bucks. Now we just climb as high as we can. 5,000 bucks. Complete the title of the novel by James Hilton, later adapted as a film. Goodbye, Mr. Banger, Mr. Burger, Mr. Beans, Mr. Chips. James Hilton, huh? Actually, never heard of this one. I hate to do this, but I'm going to use my final lifeline. Edgar Allan Poe. Let's see. Mr. Chips. Alrighty, folks. For the next question for $7,500. The question is, in the world of technology, what is a BlackBerry? Clever phone, smartphone, brainy phone, intelligent phone. Let's see, BlackBerry, huh? Smartphone. Okay. Honestly, folks, when it comes to like a BlackBerry, I think some would disagree with that verbiage because, you know, during the time of obviously during the cell phone technology, you had flip phones. You had Blackberries, and you had smartphones. Blackberries, to me, was like a phone that sat in between a flip phone and a smartphone before Apple and Android came in. So, I'll take that question, but I disagree with it. Alright. The next question for $10,000 is, a pack of cards is divided into 4 what? Boots, dresses, suits, skirts. A pack of cards, huh? I like to think it's all in the verbiage. B, dresses. It's like if I pass it and I guess it and it turns out to be correct. But I'm going to pass. Dresses. I was wrong. Suits. Alrighty, folks. Ending the first attempt with $7,500. Alrighty, folks. Next location, shall we? Attempt number 2. Alrighty, folks. Attempt number 2. Back in New York. Very first question for $500 is, what is an actor who substitutes for a leading performer called belly backup, flesh fill-in, body double, trunk ringer? An actor who substitutes for a leading performer. I don't like to use my lifelines early. I like to think it's all in the verbiage, but I'm thinking just backup, you know? 50-50. No, it's not. Yeah, body double. Yeah, trunk ringer wouldn't make sense. Alright, folks, for $1,000, which of these is a loud explosive firework? Fire muffin, fire crumpet, fire biscuit, fire cracker. Which is a horse's home? Kennel, stable, warren, den. Okay. $3,000. In which sport do you dribble by bouncing the ball on the floor? Oh, please. Tennis, bowls, hockey, basketball. Okay, 5,000 bucks. Which of these is not true about the current Pope? First Jesuit, first called Francis, first from South America, first non-European. Well, I don't know when this question was designed. So, but I'm looking at all these answers, and I know the current Pope is the first non-European. But is that the Pope that we're talking about in 2026? I'll risk it. Okay. I wasn't sure. For 7,500 bucks, which sport made its Olympic debut at Beijing in 2008? Tennis, judo, BMX cycling, volleyball. Yeah, I'm using my next lifeline. C, BMX cycling. Interesting. Learn something new every day. For 10,000 bucks in 2000, Hillary Clinton was elected as senator for which U.S. state? New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, New Mexico. Ooh, dang it. And I was around in 2000, but I don't remember that information off the top of my head. Okay, so I'm going to use my next lifeline and swap it. Okay, for the $10,000 swapped question, who plays Jason Bourne? Who plays Bourne in the 2002 film The Bourne Identity? Tobey Maguire, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt. Matt Damon. And the opponent got it incorrect. Okay. Another micro win. Alright, from this point forward, climb as high as you can. Alrighty, folks. For 12,005, the question is, in the United States, draft dodgers avoid what kind of service? Educational, political, religious, military. Military. Which of these is an alternative name for the pimento? Tomato pepper, strawberry pepper, cherry pepper, date pepper. Pimento? Like, pimento. Huh. I never knew this, actually. I just call pimentos as it is. Pimentos. Wow. I'm actually going to use my final lifeline. Ooh. Even the expert wasn't 100% certain. Strawberry pepper. You're killing me. When it comes to using my lifeline, if I ask the expert, they're supposed to know what the answer is. Ugh, cherry pepper. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. For attempt number 2, that was another micro win, as I like to put it. 10,000 bucks. Alrighty, folks. Attempt number 3. We are back in Cologne, Germany. Alright, the very first question for 500 bucks. The question is, skiing usually takes place on water and what else? Grass, wood, concrete, snow. Which of these are often a problem for cats? Nail cones, hairballs, whisker tubes, skin cubes. 2,000 bucks. In the 19th century, the penny farthing was a type of what? Theater ticket, bicycle, telegram, hansom cab. The penny farthing. 19th century, huh? Wow, this is actually not my department of knowledge. If I had to guess, it would be telegram, but I'm gonna have to ask the audience. B, bicycle. Okay. The car manufacturer Citroën was found in 1919 in which country? Scotland, United States, France, Spain. I like to think it's Spain, but this is another one that is not my department of knowledge. So, let's see, I'm gonna have to ask an expert on this one. France. Okay. Okay, the opponent got it incorrect. 5,000 bucks. What is the name of the administrative center of the Russian government? Goblin, Gremlin, Kremlin, Hoblin. Okay, 7,500 bucks. Which of these states is a peninsula? Iowa, Oregon, Missouri, Florida. Shit, this is probably one I should know. I like to think it's Missouri. I really don't think it's Oregon or Florida. Iowa? Let's go with the 50-50. Peninsula, huh? Florida. Yes. Okay. For 10,000 bucks, what sort of jelly do bees make? Lemon, mint, royal, champagne. What sort of jelly? Honey. What am I missing here? Huh. Well, I'm going to use my final lifeline. Lemon, mint, royal, and champagne. None of those answers are actually ringing a bell. Interesting. Alright. For the swap $10,000 question, what type of instrument is a triangle? Brass, woodwind, percussion, string. Let's see. Type of it. Woodwind, no. Percussion, no. String. I'm leaning a lot towards percussion. But brass, though. Brass. No. It is percussion. All right. A third micro win. Getting up there, folks. But those aren't real wins. The real win is when you get $1 million bucks. One more attempt, shall we, folks? All right, we are back in Sydney, Australia. For the $500 question, in soccer, what term is used for passing a ball with a forehead? Noggining, heading, sculling, noodling. So, folks, I am actually out of diamonds, so I'm 100% on my own. No lifelines whatsoever, with the exception of asking the expert. I don't like to use my final lifeline this early. Heading and sculling. Oh my god. Dang it. Heading. Okay. Alright. For 1,000 bucks, what passes near to Earth in 1986? Halley's meteor, comet, star, moon. Near to Earth in 1986. Ooh. Star. No, it's not. It is comet. Alrighty, folks, that was a near flawless micro win. Oh well, can't win them all, can you? Alrighty, folks. Let's throw something in, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do like a mini one. Alright, so we're gonna close off with a target blaster set of questions. And to win this one, gotta achieve 5. Let's go. Question number 1. Complete the name of the 1980s pop group Duran. Boys Club 100 Duran. I tried Club. It is Duran Duran. Alrighty, folks, that was pretty fun. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it from right here. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Those of you guys that have been watching, especially for those of you guys that have been watching from start to finish, don't forget to support and don't forget to subscribe, folks. You can subscribe on YouTube or Twitch. Why not both? With that being said, folks, I will see you guys in the next game show.